Welcome to today's presentation. I am a corporate pleb, and this is How to Corporate.
In part one, we explored concepts of sales as a role and why you might want to be in it. In part two, we talked about justifying your position and keeping it. In part three, we're going to review how to always succeed in selling and the real role you're expected to play. What are the mechanisms of sales? Well, selling is an amalgamation of cold calling, lead generation, chasing a lead, presenting a product, getting the paperwork, finalizing a price, and bringing a client to production, finalized with ongoing maintenance, support, and retention. But if you could tease out the single most important aspect of sales, if you had to get rid of everything about the role and keep one vital element, what would that be? It is the demo. The demonstration of your wares, whatever they are, is the most important piece. If you removed everything else, you still need to get a client from "what are you selling" to "I'll take it." No one buys without a test drive. No one buys sight unseen. Everyone kicks the tires. The demo is the most important piece of the sales puzzle, bar none. If you do nothing else well, focus on dialing in your demo. When you are being pitched to by a salesperson, you know you're being shown the floor model. You're shown the highlight reel. The best features are focused on. The bad features are downplayed or conspicuously absent. In short, you know in every sales pitch, a certain amount of lying is expected. The potential client simply has to try and figure out how much they are being lied to. Or rather, because we are being shown best case, we as the potential buyer need to look at the best case and decide that whatever skeletons jump out of the closet upon purchase won't be so scary as to cause buyer's remorse. But we all, as buyers, know that we are being lied to. That is a given. We're watching the old shuck and jive routine and we're wise to it. And yet, we all agree to this arrangement. We all understand how a pitch is done, and although we go in knowing we're getting a side helping of lies, we expect it. And why is that? Why do we engage in a sales process centered around a demo that is riddled with exaggerations, half-truths, and flat lies? It might be because this is the only way to have a product or service showcased, that we only see it before purchase with the lies, so we have to deal with it. But that isn't the real reason. The real reason we put up with an exaggerated, lie-filled routine is because the BS of a sales rep is useful as a deal progresses. All deals require a sales rep as the resident known liar. When a client sees you, the sales rep, obviously BSing them, they expect it. They are looking for your carefully hidden in plain sight lies. They already know you'll bury the issues with your product and only focus on the things that work. Seeing a sales rep dance around an issue is expected. It's part of the deal. Now, if an executive lies to a client during the sales cycle, it's huge. If a sales rep does it, it's lamentable, but it doesn't kill a deal. But someone not in the sales team spinning a flaw as a feature is shameful and breaks trust. A sales rep BSing a client is just spinning. Anyone else BSing a client is lying. So why is an approved liar important? The product needs a voice. It needs a spokesperson to relay all the benefits and problems for a client to evaluate how much of its flaws they can accept should they buy it. And when a flaw in a product is revealed, the client needs a punching bag. Emotions run high in business deals. People want maximum value for pennies on both sides of the table, and neither likes to give ground. The sales rep is massaging two companies with the same zero-sum game mindset together to come to an agreement. The sales rep is designed to cater to emotions, accept punishment, and demo the product, warts and all, for the client to think about. The sales rep is the tank, the damage sink, the liaison between the company and the client, and they have to be versatile. So what does this mean? It means that a level of blatant sleazeball behavior is required as a sales rep. Your sales director doesn't want to be called a liar. You get that honor. So get comfortable being a scumbag as part of your role. You are supposed to be a lying scumbag. Oh, but not me, you might say. I believe in the product I sell and I want to help people. It's helped me and I'm in this for the goodness of my heart. Wrong. If you could help people out of the goodness of your heart volunteering 40 hours a week somewhere and still get paid, you'd leave your sales position in a heartbeat. You aren't doing it out of some magnanimous aspect towards facing humanity. You believe in your product only as long as it pays you. You need to be paid. You need to eat. Sales reps are evolved waiters. You have a base salary that barely supports your lifestyle, and you have a second tier of pay based on gambling called commission. Sales reps perform a complicated dance, weaving truth, lies, and theatrics for variable payout. And that's okay. Never apologize for needing money, it's how you eat. It's fine to do this job with a sense of pride and wanting to help others and still have room for being a greedy, competitive, lying jerk. You're a good person, and you're also at times a lying scumbag. Embrace it. How you sell is vital. Your demo, the key to a sale, should be a show. Selling is playing a role in front of clients. Selling is a performance. Sales reps don't go home and speak in their sales voice. They act like regular people. Your client doesn't want the home version of you. They expect the act. They want the act. It's comforting. I know what to do with a slimy, dancing sales rep. I'm terrified of the ones with no emotion who present facts flatly. I don't buy for them. I want the act. Acting is manipulation. The client knows that I will be trying to manipulate them. The client expects to be taken advantage of and manipulated to a certain degree. The sales act, the sleazeball one we all do, is expected. And as long as you act within this persona, you can get away with things other people in the company cannot. We, as sales reps alone, get to perform the shuck and jive routine. Sales rep relationships run hot and cold only. You either win or you lose. So if your client is going to buy X, they need a reason to buy X from you. Your product is most likely one of many similar on the market. So the rep acts as the differentiator on the front end. As a sales rep, you owe your clients some showmanship. If you're going to be scum anyhow, you better be giving them a show. Entertain them. There is no entertainment down the line from your act as a sales rep. So the contracting piece, the product and project management, procurement, legal sign-off and red lines, implementation, rollout, training, everything about the thing you sell is going to be one big ball of not fun once the client signs on the dotted line. The demo is the only spot where the client can get a show and just let it wash over them for 5 minutes before they have to make some decision. They want the show. They want the haggle. They want to watch you knee-jerk respond to anything and everything they ask because they know you will. You will be the worm on a hook before a fish bites and things get real for them. The show, your persona, or worksona, your act, your demonstration, your willingness to be in front of a wild client with everything on the line and still bring a smile or chuckle to the client with clever turn of phrase and quick wit and ability to turn on a dime where the sale takes you. It's important. You are the ambassador of your brand, and the client knows your brand from you and I. If you are stiff and boring, then why bother? You sell something, whatever it is, that the client can get anywhere. So what is going to set you apart? Price? Extras? Superhuman support models that don't really exist? A free toaster? None of that. None of that nonsense matters. It is literally all the same. You want to stand out, you want to get the nod, entertain as you pitch. Thank you for joining me. Please come back and explore the corporate world from the standpoint of a common worker pleb at any time. See you soon.